Hello, everybody. It's
Hola.
Tuesday. We're going to get tweaky. This one over here has plans.
I do.
Do say hello in chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, we do not know that you're here. We like to know that you're here because we are an arty-friendly bunch.
That we are.
And while you're there doing things and saying hellos, hit those thumbsy upsies if you would. If you're watching in replay, no worries. You can please still hit those thumbsy upsies. That's that, like it button, with that thing. And then leave us a comment down below. 8 words or more will love you that much more. We love you anyway. Even if you just give us the hearts and emojis, I'm totally fine with that. But according to the YouTube people that are more into it or understand it better than I do say, yeah, 7 to 8 words. They like that the best. Anyway, this is P over here.
Am over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together we are PM Artist Studio. All right. Let's say hello to everybody. Doopy-doop. Doopy-doop. All right. Participants. We've got Alice Goes No Man. Angela's here. Anthony. Becky. Cheryl. Cookie Wookie. That's Mo. Darcy's here. Emma. Griffin Shell. That's Rhonda. Hoarder Paper Crafts. That's Mimi. Ingrid. Jocelyn. Kim. Lexi. Lizette. Lizanne. Lydia. Patricia Pfeiffer. Penka. SWL. That is Sherry. I think. Who popped in there? Was that Carrie? I might have already said Carrie. No, I didn't say Carrie. Hey, Carrie. Are you about to lose your ever-loving mind? I told P, I was like, we are staying on task with this Mixed Media March 25.
I know she's
Today is the
very
25th.
forceful. She said, we must take care of this.
We must.
We must.
Mm-hmm. All right. If I missed you, give me some extra pinky hello hands. Looking at the numbers here. Are you ready for me to go topside or?
Oh, yes. Absolutely.
Okay. 100%, she says. Okay. Top view. There we are. What? She's been busy making sign things.
Is it?
Hey, Eddie.
Yes. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, it looks good on there.
It does. Y'all can take a snapshot. What happens if I really mess it up big time, no coming back kind of thing?
Hi, Kathy. Hi, Cynthia.
Or, and I know this is going to make some of you sad, but I think I've kind of come to a compromise here that y'all are going to be able to live with. Or really, 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 really do not like what is happening. So then this arrow goes down here. Oh, happy days. What?
Hey, Paula.
Because, why is it happy days when you have something like that happen? Because it sets you free.
Free.
What do you have to lose? This is a kind
Sorry,
of
girl.
mindset necessary for a novel. I have more room here. Approach where doubt, anxiety are overcome by the sheer joy of letting go of what is so that what can be takes over.
I'm a little sad that you didn't do a little flop out, pop out. Normally you tape on more, but you just went to the other side. You had the other side.
I had the other side, and I was really in the moment there.
Yeah.
I didn't want to lose my thought.
Yeah, because you would have to tape something down and
Yeah, and then I would have just lost it all.
I'm telling you, this is
So
why.
it really does happen. Okay. So right before
Hey, Acme.
I, opened up today's live stream.
Well, she's got a different hat on today, too, so that
Yeah, this is my husband's hat that I told him not to wash it, but he washed it anyway.
And it got all raggedy and terrible.
And he doesn't like it anymore, and I absolutely
Is that
love
better?
It. Is that better? I turned my brim up a little bit, too.
Mm-hmm.
Is that better? So it doesn't trap the sound down
Yeah.
here. Yeah, okay. Anyhow, I just thought it went really well.
Lizzie
These
Jean.
are
Hey,
earrings
Marcy.
that Izzy hooked me up with. I'm not sure from whence they came.
Next door. I don't know. These kids, sometimes I ask questions, and then sometimes I'm like, I don't really want to know.
Yeah, so kind of what, but
It's
I just thought
complicated.
all of this kind of, and this is now my favorite shirt. I'm going to wear it a lot. I really like it a lot.
Hey.
This color looks absolutely phenomenal.
Like Park Rose, she says, I wear my clothes multiple days in a row.
Yeah, I do. Because, I mean, if you don't sweat or spill, or if you can wipe off the sweat or spill, you're good to go.
I usually wear
What
the
the hey?
same jeans, like, for a while. But I change my shirt. Now, sometimes if I'm wearing a shirt like this where I have my undershirt, I hang the other shirt back up.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I'm just wearing this because I think it looks really good. And actually, I was going to go out and about today, but I decided I didn't really need to. And
oh, I don't think she borrowed that. Like, they do these little swap things. It ended up in a box of, like, the kids trade things. And I don't know. It just becomes one of those things where it's like, it's her stuff. Even though I may have some kind of
emotional attachment.
And it's not even really that. It's like, well, this is your stuff. Why aren't you keeping your stuff? But, if it isn't that valuable to her, or she saw something else and she's willing to make the deal,
yeah,
I guess that's her. I don't always agree with it, and I don't put the same value on the things that she does. But that's a me thing. That is not a her thing.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so.
Hey, Sue.
What brought all this about was this morning.
What? Yeah, exactly.
I was kind of, putting stuff away because I've been messing around and playing with a lot of stuff here and trying to find some other stuff and whatnot and other too. And these are just some things that I had out here that I wanted to share with you. And this is from, I accidentally opened it. It was kind of a birthday card, but it's just so absolutely perfect. Thank you, Christy Hartman. It says, I'm sorry, I don't take orders. I barely take suggestions.
I know, that's right.
Now, is that not, if I were
you.
going to put something in a nutshell,
and
that would be it.
We should shrink that down and make it into a little button for you. That should be something you wear, so people have a good warning.
Yeah.
A patch for your hat.
It probably wouldn't take them long to figure it out, but
right.
Generally speaking.
It's always nice to let people know it and be upfront and be like, hey, I told you. You just may not have been listening.
Christy Hartman, she has some lovely things to say on the back, but it makes me cry, so I'm not going to. I'm going to hand that off to Mariah so that she can.
And we are going to open other birthday presents and things like that on P's actual birthday because it's on the Sunday stream. Is that right? This Sunday? Yes.
Okay, so here we go. I actually, pulled off the skin and I waited until I got this really good color here.
Look how thick that
look at those little. See those little knobby things? That's what's making weird stuff happen on the prints. So,
hold it up into the technology and let them really appreciate how thick that thing is, too. Look at that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a good one. Good. And I like to let it go until there's plenty there that you don't have any thin spots that are going to break through. And anyhow, all right, so I can put that in an envelope and put that away. Then I used up all of the...
All right, Margie.
So I've got another good little hoop-de-doo. I was cleaning up one of Froyle's stencils that...
The journey home. Let me just tell you, there's a high
degree of... this is like the porcelain of the...
Yeah, if we do IMPP packs, you're probably guaranteed to have something of one of those in there.
Okay. So then I reached for this little box because it had some stuff in it that I wanted. And this little card was stuck to the bottom here.
When we say, hey, it might be stuck to something, it's because it might actually be stuck to something.
Actually stuck. It was. And here you can see where I pulled off stuff. But I'm in the process of remedying that. And the final thing is I'm going to have Mariah stamp the PM Artist Studio hoop-de-doo thing right there. Because I think, it's probably going to be up. Well, anyway, I've got some plans here.
Oh, well, this is bigger than the one. Like, I have the little one, and then I have the one with our address around it. I should have Brad cut us just a regular one without the address around it.
Yeah. Because I don't need to know the address.
I don't know. You might. You might lose your damn marbles. And the box is the only thing that you got. Your marbles are in the box, and you need to know how to get home.
This is true. All right, but here's what. And this just happened because it was just laying there, and I was going, look at that.
Look at that.
Look at that.
So any of y'all that have purchased IMPP packs or you have your own, like, you know, legit, pristine, the journey home, you can do that sort of thing with it.
All right, you can see the little area, it's still there. But these are the pieces that I actually soaked off and pried off there and glued them back on in a different order on the back of this card.
I think some people have done that, Lizanne.
What?
They've put the skins through like the die cut machine, you know, the little metal cutty things, and have cut.
Oh. Well, sure.
One of the things that I would really like to do with some of them, we have not done it, but I think that it will work, is if you actually, you know, made like the texture plate with the stencil or whatever, and then you glued the, basically like stretched the skin onto or over the top of the textured raised surface, so then you have that situation.
Yeah, that might work if it was extremely thin. It's not going to work with something as heavy as
that
this.
one's pretty
thick. It's not going to bend into any, unless you have very deep crevasses.
Mm-hmm. Crevasses.
I love to say that word.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
Hey,
just
Devin.
going to show you what I'm going to do here, because I think that this is going to become an asset rather than a liability. And this is what I'm talking about. You know, when you mess something up.
Mm-hmm. Be prepared to modify your plan. I have my shirt on today.
She doesn't. I would have, but I think mine's dirty. I should say,
Sugar biscuits.
Sugar biscuits. That's all right. We can glue that back together and you'll never know. All right. So see these pieces here? These are all pieces that I pried off of the
right.
And I did try very hard to get it off without all that.
I think it looks beautiful on there, though.
I think it's absolutely...
kind of needed it.
Yeah. And this is what I'm talking about, you know? What happens if?
You stack all your stuff on top of one another, and then this thing happens.
And then you've got this thing. But now, look at this. How this works.
I love that.
Look at this.
Look at this.
I mean, it was just meant to be.
100%.
Meant to be.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got to...
Thank you. And it is double points. So good timing on that, Mimi. Double points, y'all.
Double points?
Mm-hmm.
Till?
Your birthday. Well, till actually Monday, basically. I think that's right.
Okay.
The 31st.
All right. So what do I want here? I don't want glossy. I want... Okay, we'll just use old Blick.
And then I think the new stuff for April will come out very close to the beginning of the month, because we're, you know, kind of ahead of the game. So, you know, if you're earning double points now, then you'll have discounts for later.
Okay, I'm really adding a lot of water.
Okay. That helps make it more clear. I don't know that matters.
I don't know that matters.
Not with that particular thing that you're doing. Hi, Veronica. And if I missed anybody, just, you know, give me some extra pinky hello hands.
Now, this, you know, some people may suspect, you know, knowing me, that this is probably
I have suspicions.
Suspicions. This must
that was not planned.
Started out this way, but now, you know, you can just lie your ass off and say, yeah, I wanted it that way. That's what I do.
Or they could watch, you know, if you're part of the in crowd and you know what things are going on behind the scenes here, and you know who's doing what.
Yeah. That's
There's
right.
that.
So, we end up with two wonderful things that we never really thought. Now, I have not put the final coat on here. I was waiting for it to dry. So now I'm going to have to wait for it to dry a little bit more, but I'm going to hand it off to Mariah so that she can put it someplace where I'm not going to flop something on top of it and have to do a double. Yeah.
Oop.
Oh,
did you come and get your... Oh, you sure
I
did.
did.
All right.
Yeah, because I've been working on them.
I'm working
All right,
on them.
now I still have this, which I pulled off of the little round plate that was left over.
All right.
You know, looks kind of cool.
One thing leads to the next.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but I've got that just in case.
And welcome to those of you that have come in. Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Give those thumbsy upsies if you haven't already. There's a few of y'all.
I think this is going to be the card for today.
Oh, I love that.
Because then it's all right here in, what happens if.
Yeah, well, now you need to make the, the back match, which I don't think is going to be terribly difficult. You just put a little kind of, it almost is there, but you got to gel print something. I mean, technically, it was gel printed because it stuck to the gel print and removed it, but hey, it counts.
Yeah, that.
Yeah. Hello, Marguerite.
Now, I also thought about trying something. You always
Thank you, Robin. Hey, Elizabeth.
Want to try something, and
Hey,
I'm just going to put what if up here because I might have to bring what if back in again.
We're going to be what ifing today.
What ifing?
Seems right on a tweaky day.
Now, what if? Okay, got it. I don't even.
And then.
I don't even have an open. Everything I have over here's got something on it, or
I don't think that's the right stuff either.
And this is not the right stuff for this. So I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
At least not using that
one.
And this one's got some mucky muck on it too. All right, so we're just going to start by pulling some stuff off here. All right, look at this. This is so wonderful. Remember we did this?
Oh, wonderful, Sophia. And I love the story. That was so great. She says, if anyone wants to see the papers her and her kids made with the gel plate, she has posted the reel in the Makers group. That's in the Makers of Mixed Media Art and Artists Facebook group. That's our Facebook group if you need to, get over there and be a part of it. Love that. That's a winner.
Isn't it? Really, just I do. I love it so much. All right, now we have a clean plate
Look
to
at
work with.
Look at there.
So we've got a double thing here. I don't really know what that is. Don't know that that's going to make a whole hill of beans difference, but
Oh, she said they did a really great job. She is biased, but they really did.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing.
All right, so I need kind of that bluish gray there.
Oh, Lizette said she really loves that card. It would make a beautiful fabric print.
This one?
No, I think the other one.
Oh,
I think.
This one.
Maybe. That'd be great. We need a rug like that.
We do. Of course, those are my favorite colors there, too.
Mm-hmm.
What I want to do here is I want to do a little experiment, and I think I'll know before I do the full on that it's going to work or not work.
Yeah. I have a tester card if you want, because it got sucked up in the printer, and see, look.
Oh.
I did reprint this one. So if you want to.
Well, this is gonna be on the actual card here.
Oh, Eddie says the Hippie Crafter, which I think we gave those away.
What?
Hippie Crafter paints, didn't we give those away?
No.
Oh.
I still have some.
He says they have a blue-gray that might be what you're looking for. Oh, hello, M. M says that you look super cute today.
Thank you.
I did get compliments on my jewelry at the thing. I went to a city thing. Out and about meeting people.
I'm just kind of, having to eyeball where these are going to match up here, and hopefully.
Yeah.
Whoa. Oh, we gushed out a bunch. I hope we have not totally. Ah, other than that.
I think that's fine.
It's kind of on a diagonal there.
That doesn't bother me.
Okay. There we go. That was just
That make you feeling better? Hey,
bereft,
Mark.
bereft of any dots there. And I think that's going to be just marvelous.
Paula says you're Indiana Carmichael today.
Well, hey, this is an expensive.
She might be able to crack a whip too. I don't know. What are your
I can.
Your whip?
I can crack a whip. I had to learn how to crack a whip for you know what cheerleaders, we used to do skits. And I can't even remember what it was all about, but I had to learn how to snap it. It's all in the wrist movement.
Yeah.
So I do know how to do that. Well, I did at one time. I'm assuming that, it's not something that, it's like riding a bicycle. God, that was really dry. It is really dry today. All right, I think we've got a little mucky muck on there, but I don't really think it's going to be an end all be all. Now we just have to come in with something a little transparent in the gray department. And we're not going to put that back down. Do you see that? That could be an absolute disaster. Okay. Well, I have a 25 and a 29. Which one am I supposed to do?
I was just giving you this to test on.
Oh, because that was the one,
mess up.
The extra one.
See how it printed? It got kind of caught up in there and didn't print right.
Okay, this is some ivory black extra.
Now, I don't know how much that you want to put on there because you still want to be able to read the writing,
See that?
Yeah. It sneezed.
Went.
At you.
Well, I think I'm going to be able to.
Well, Castle washed it. And that's why it's all.
Told him not to.
It doesn't go through the wash. It's a hand washer.
All right, we're putting that underneath because if we can see that underneath, then we know it's going to be transparent.
Oh, look at you. Well, no.
Pretty much.
Remember, this is like you're going to flip it over, so it's going to be on the other side.
This is true, but as long as I can still read it through there.
Oh, that's what you're saying. Okay, yes, that is true.
Yeah.
That's factual information. This is not for positioning. This is more just for visual.
Yes, I'm just going to make sure that this is transparent rather than opaque because we don't want to block out. I mean, it's okay if we do somewhat.
Right.
Because Mariah can get it back with.
I can reacquaint it. Refresh. It's not looking promising right now. It's just... There you go. Oh, that's better.
No, it just looks kind of dirty.
Yeah.
I don't really like it.
No, it's not giving me the feels.
I'm not feeling warm and fuzzy about any of
No.
this.
Oh, but look. Oh, it's now.
Oh, it's kind of doing some stuff
It
there.
is. It says, oh, well, here, how about this?
Oh.
Ow.
Ow.
It needs to do more of that. Are you doing that on the 29? That's all right. I mean, it goes with the card. I can go back over it. We lost the PMR studio, but that's fine. We did that on a couple of others too. And the thing is actually if you give me the 29 back, I'll cut it off and just stick it on top. And that'll call that one fixed.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, I got it.
Alrighty. There we go.
Mixed Media March 25, card number 25. I I will let y'all know. Like, we'll bring it back here in a second. Because I got some things to do to it.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so what I'm saying is, if you get these IMPs, and, you know, there's parts of it, and I should bring the rest of it.
IMPP.
IMPP.
Imperfectly perfect.
And I don't know what I did with the rest
And
of
we
it.
will have some coming up.
in my stack here.
I just don't know when. But soon is what I'm saying. Soon,
Okay,
y'all.
here it is. You can see where I've just removed it. It was somewhere down here, I think. I'm not sure.
See, if these aren't on
And
the...
this one didn't come with it. So
Yeah, see...
I'm assuming that's still on. That got mussed up in the scraping.
If we don't have a sticky enough plate, these situations happen.
But I'm really jazzed about having this. And what I'm saying is, you know, if you inadvertently, because I have torn my stencils, you know, pulling them up rather than kind of working them up. This is one of those ones you don't want to be yanking at it.
It's not a yanker.
It ain't a yanker.
If you know, you know.
Say something else, but I think it's inappropriate. Okay, so anywho, don't be a yanker, or that other thing either.
She had to like.
I just couldn't help it. It was
right,
just
you know.
right out there, and I know that y'all were thinking
She needed to allude to it further,
just to solidify.
Yeah.
Okay, so why do I have this down here like this? Well, because when I use this like this, I'm going to have these open spaces, and that's what I'm going for.
Wide open spaces.
Wide open spaces. All right, but I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just telling you about it. I've got some more here to share with you. Okay, here's the moon over the mountains. You all saw this one. I kind of decided maybe it was finished.
I did.
Mariah said it was finished. I don't know that she's the definitive be-all, end-all purveyor.
Depends on who you're asking.
Purveyor of all things finished. This one is definitely not finished. This one is definitely not finished either. Don't know what to do with that right now. But I'm going to work on this one today because I think this is kind of a different color kind of thing. But now look at this.
She's been digging through things, y'all.
I've been digging through things.
If you ask, and if you've ordered the, this is the these are Christy Hartman's. It's the sunflower set of however many are there if you want to count them. But you need to ask for the outer bit. We don't necessarily send it. Now, if I know you and you show up, you're more than likely to get it. But unless you ask, you are not guaranteed.
I'm going to show you some things to do with this, and I think I'll probably do it on this one. Just because this is a good beginning using this stencil as, you know, a mask. And I might use it on that one too. Got all three of those. But this is the one, I wanted to show you this because, you know, I think that these color, what do you call them?
The color combo.
Color combos that
Carrie and Paula put on. If you want to know about that, again, that's another event that happens over there in Makers. That's the Makers Mixed Media Art and Arts Facebook group.
But I want you to look at this. This is totally subliminal, I think, because this is just what I picked out. And then afterwards I went, you know, that kind of looks like Mariah's mask a little bit. But I think interesting, there were some, you can tell it's a brayer off. Started with the pink, and then there was some green and blues over here, and some grays. It's not coming off as vibrant as I would like it to.
Yeah, and what is crazy, it is different in real life. So just kind of keep that in mind. Don't be too, you know, like that.
It really is turquoise and pink.
Right, but then like the greeny business that's showing up there, it isn't as like that in real life. This is, you know, technology, y'all. Yeah, it'd be tricky.
And the thing about it is I don't, you know, I know that we've talked about these stencils, these line things.
Yeah, those are Darcy's. Most, well, those in particular. And then that's Carrie Griffiths. That's the
Okay,
tribal
well, you can see
tendencies.
I used that. And then where's the... Okay, and I use the pound sign a lot. And then I use these little circles. You can see the pound sign. And then there was, where would I get that little 3-line business right there? I don't know. Oh, it's just the parts of the circle things here. I really like that particular thing. I use it a lot. That's it right here. But anyhow, this is going to become, and see that dadgum stencil is still losing its parts. Okay, so I found, and I can't tell you, Mariah hopefully will be able to tell us what this came from.
Okay, well,
some kind of flower.
yeah, but then I'm like, I don't know, to be honest. That's just kind of weird that it's...
Well, it's just a portion of something, so, you know, you're not getting the full effect.
Right.
But I thought it was really wonderful. And, anywho, we're gonna use that.
Okay.
And don't worry, I am going to get to the mask, but I want to share what I'm doing here with you so that you can understand where, you know, I'm going to go with, yeah, that other.
With everything. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hello, Anina. Hello, Jackie. Am I missing other people? Jocelyn. Hi.
All right, I think I'll just go ahead and use up what's on the lid here.
Oh, and hello, Juliet. I am like playing a very dangerous game because not only do I have a white undershirt thingy on, but I also have white pants on. Just want y'all to know. I'm arting dangerously.
Remember, if you don't want your pointing thing to be flopping around, you can just put it on a gel plate. I'm not sure I have one right now. Okay, that's looking pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't know what that's from. I really don't.
I like these arrows because you can like really, you know, just pick out certain arrows.
Yeah, and the thing about the arrow stuff is I don't know if that's one that's actually in the shop because we did it as a, remember, special promotion.
Oh, no, I didn't remember that. Of course, why would I remember something
No,
like that?
that was more of a rhetorical. Sorry.
There you go. Rhetoric.
Some of y'all will remember that that was a thing that we did, and you may have gotten it because we did like a you know, you spend a certain amount and then you get the free set of 4. And I don't know that we've ever put it in the shop after that. See, I don't know if it's one of Fran's things. I mean, it seems Fran-like for sure, the little plant deals, and maybe. See, I don't think it's the urchins because it's so, you know, jaggedy around the little things. Hey, Zinjen. Oh, I need to see the piece again. So was that from like a big stencil? Or do you know? You know, the
Oh, I don't know.
weird little shape thing.
I can't even. It was just in a bunch of stuff. I don't even. Oh, here it is.
So this is the in between. It's not like whatever is this. This is a bit. This is, you know. Zaps. Like, I almost kind of feel like it's Zaps, but I didn't remember Zaps having the little flowery thing off of it. That's kind of weird. I don't know, y'all. This one's got me stumped. Yeah, like Becky said, there's only 500 stencils in there, you know.
All right, I'm liking that. Now I'm going to come over here and bring in, this is one of my favorites. Change up our color combo here. Burnt sienna.
Maybe. Could be, Carrie.
What was the
Indian paintbrush?
Oh, that certainly doesn't sound like.
Oh, the tree bark wood grain stencil that was part of the set with the arrows. Okay, I'll let Brad know. And yes, that's a rune block by Paula. I think a lot of y'all have that one. It's been shown a lot and it's very popular. Anina's impressed with your ability to art while wearing jewelry, especially the rings.
Oh, I don't ever even think about it.
There's certain things I can't, like certain bracelets I can't wear while doing some of this.
Well, there are the hangy downy ones that drag through the paint.
Yeah,
I kind of eliminated those from.
Yeah, the arting. Hello, creatures. Let us know who you are and we'll give you, you know. Or if you want us just to call you creatures of the Maroon Lagoon. Welcome, welcome.
All right, I'm just trying to get all these guys to go back in here so I can get this one out without dragging everything through the big muddle of a puddle.
Hello, Angel.
Yeah, that's I'm really hoping that this is going to spark some ideas as far as, you know, what to do to that print or what to do to that card that you're making that just isn't quite. Oh boy, I need to use this stuff up. It's granulating on me.
Well, or you could squirt it in some of your little things and
I could.
do the do it. You know, do the do. Do the do that you do.
I mean, it still works when you smush it all up and everything, but yeah, that.
You know, my dad, when he was a teacher at school, like this was, you know, when they had the chalkboards, he always had chalk on his nose from, like, you know, doing that.
And on the back of his pants.
Oh, yeah, like, yeah, it was stained. His jeans were stained yellow. Because he liked to put his hand in the back of his pocket. It was a dad thing. Hey, Michelle. Oh, well, let's see. So we got the card for the Mixed Media March 25 done. We'll show it here in just a second. I'm working on getting it glued down. I did some things to the back that I'm not 100% happy about, but it is what it is. I used the wrong sponge, so the blue's a little, not quite the blue I want, but we're just not going to obsess about it.
Yeah, that looks cool.
And P is working on some piece that's probably going to end up being packets, right?
I'm thinking so, yeah.
I've been sending out some really good packets.
And I haven't even added my really special.
They're always good packets, but some of them are a little extra special. I will say that.
Nice little.
I don't know about this amount of glue that I got going on here, but it's a lot of glue. Oh, hello, Travis. All right. Wonderful. We're happy to have you.
Okay, I think that's looking pretty good.
We sculpt sometimes. Mainly once. It's Archie. He's a work in progress.
Archie.
Archie.
Archie is a work in progress. Okay.
Ongoing. Year, what? 2, 3? Maybe 3. I think this is maybe coming into the 3rd year on Archie. Someday. Oh, bye, Zeppa. Is she here? Okay, bye, Zeppa. Oh, Sophia is heading out. Okay. I was like, was Zeppa here? Oh, that's funny. So Emma said she had a guy at work who insisted on trying to do jelly printing for the first time using black paint. He was bald, and in the finished Okay, and then finish the session with lots of black smudges on his head. Should have taken a picture of that. That would be some good stuff. Oh, Gray, you're so sweet. And then, yes, Mo did put the link to the PM isms. If you want to kind of get note up on some of the words and things and some of the inside jokes, that's a good place to start for sure. And it comes highly recommended by Gray in the chat. 4 stars, she says. That's 4 out of 4, right?
I just voted on my, what do you call it? The board of directors for Sierra Club business, right? And I just made sure I voted for all women.
Yes.
And ones that hadn't been there before.
There you go, giving some new folks some chances. And
yeah, and the thing about it is there were 2 of them that were had been teachers.
Oh yeah, nice.
And I just thought, you know, that's really, I'm serious.
100% okay.
Teachers, they're good ones to vote on because number one, they do have some executive skills.
Yes. They know how to budget, typically.
And they know how to do something with probably
a lot of nothing.
A lot of nothing. Because I guarantee you I did. The word was out. If you were throwing anything away, you needed to check with me first.
Yes.
The principal would make announcements to that effect. You're thinking about throwing something away, please consult Mrs. Carmichael before you do so. And they redid the science lab at the junior high, and I got all the old, which were way cooler than the ones that they got. Dumbass people. But they were those old where they had the black.
What are you talking about?
Tables and cupboards from this old science. I got those in my junior high classroom because they redid the science lab.
Oh. And you had them put it in the art room?
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, they were detachable, you know.
Right. Movable.
Obviously. Yeah,
I don't know, Eddie. Like, there has not been a confirmation. Mo gave up.
Gave up on what?
They were trying to figure out what that stencil bit is all about.
Well, and here's the thing about it is I think there's some places where I might have done some altering of the cutting, so that also adds a little mystery to it.
Okay, here's what I think that it is. I think it is more of the sunflowers then, and then she cut into it and made those little. See, that is cheating. If we're playing the name that stencil or bit game. Because what you have done there
is cheating.
It's cheating.
No.
It's disqualification. You have to hand over your bits.
Okay, what do you think?
All right, and they want you to hold it up into the camera. See, yeah, that's just blaring out at you.
It is.
It is. All right, hold up the bit into the...
What bit?
The one that we're trying to, you know...
Oh, ascertain its...
Origins.
Origins. Well, let me get something, put it behind here so that you can...
PM Art Studio, we ascertain your origins. Yeah, that's what happened. Those little, you know, antenna-looking things, that ain't original. That was
yeah, that
added.
Might have been added. Might have been. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I am not saying one way or another.
And she doesn't remember.
I don't remember. Honestly, I don't remember. I can just say that.
She alters on autopilot.
I alter.
It's her default setting.
Okay, I kind of like that. That's just making a little bit more of a...
Oh, maybe.
What?
Rhonda says she thinks it's Harry Violet. Could be. With all the other stuff around, maybe. Oh, maybe. Don't look at that. Y'all have to look at the because it's not the actual stencil. It's a bit. It's some in between part.
Yeah, it was what was left over when you pulled it out.
And somebody has ordered Harry Violets recently, so. I don't know though. No, I still my vote really that it was more of the sunflowers, and then she cut the little thing into it because there's so much of the jiggity jaggedy in all the different areas. That's my vote. Oh, Rhonda doesn't think that you cut the little strand things in there.
She doesn't think I did? I don't remember, Rhonda. I can't address that one way or another. I've been known to do things like that, but I don't know that that was what happened.
The skinny channels, yeah, could be right about that. But see, it could have torn partially. The mystery continues. How much more pointing are you going to do?
I don't know. I could do this forever.
I know you
Mariah's totally bored with
Totally.
this. All right. So, basically, that's what I'm doing here on these things.
Please don't judge me on the backside because it was really a misgrab of the...
Oh, I don't mind that.
I know, but it's really not quite the right color. And again, I struggle with which way to glue the thing down, you know, with the...
Oh, I don't think it matters a hill of beans.
I know, but just know that I'm struggling with that.
People are able to turn things.
I hope so.
Some people don't even need to turn them physically. They can do it in their brain like this. Oh, look at that.
No, don't. See, now she's just being mean. She knows it bothers me.
There you go. I love it. Check mark. Done.
I'm putting it under here so because I put a lot of glue on it. I went a little heavy.
Heavy on the glue?
Heavy on the glue.
Yeah, well, I did feel kind of, you know.
Yeah, weighty.
Weighty.
Yeah, that weightiness is the glue. There be lots of it. Yeah.
I had ham, salty ham today.
Did you?
Okay. Now, we're going to bring into, and you know, this is really a good thing that I did this today before. I really want to do some more of this, but I know y'all aren't into that.
Lori Girl likes that you use the hill of beans. Her mama used to say that. Yeah, that's a Grandma Francis, you know, what? Eastern Coloradan?
I don't know. Yeah, they used to say things like that.
More, almost Kansas.
Yes.
That's where we picked that up. I did get my hair cut, but it's really, like, I don't know, it's not making me very happy yet. It did a weird, I don't know. And I'm futzing with it, and I'm sorry, and I apologize about that. It's just not curling like it should. And
it's because you do not scrunch it properly when it's wet. You try to futz around with things. I said futz.
Just want to clarify that. It's good.
Clarify.
Yeah.
All right. So, as I was answering and addressing concerns and comments,
Commenting on the comments.
I saw this and there were 2 or 3 people who mentioned how much they loved the way this looked as it was, and well, it's not going to be the same.
She's made this.
I've made this decision that I do think it's beautiful, but it's one of those things that it keeps you from achieving the kind of mindset necessary for a novel approach where doubt and anxiety are overcome by the sheer joy of letting go of what is so that what can be takes over.
One should take action over anxiety.
Action over anxiety. Now, that doesn't mean that you don't think about it a bit, because what I was looking at is I was looking at this side and I was like, well, here, we've got the best of both possible worlds. Nobody said that they liked the backside. Right?
Like, you better keep that. Look at that. Although that is pretty trippy. Now that you like laid it down like that, it's kind of funny. It gives me a giggle.
Okay. Well, here's what I thought.
Uh-huh.
Let's go ahead and let's do something with the backside of this so that then we can have both sides are going to be doing something and we can decide which side
You're feeling.
we're feeling. And I do, before we start that,
I like it. Bicidal.
It's going to be bicidal. Okay, so we'll put that right up there for now. Oh, yeah. I was going to address the... Now, most of this you saw, right? And then I told you what I was going to do, which was... And see if we totally mess that up. We've always got the original pattern that we can make a new one. No worries. Okay, I really, I did cut out one of these and I laid it down and I decided this is not where I need to use these. I don't know, maybe. But now look, this is interesting. Someone asked about this oil-based ink. But can you see the halo of the oil there? And this is the backside. And this is why you use the porous, untreated, unsized paper.
Untreated.
Okay? Now, where are my dead feathers?
Oh, hey, Dawn.
Feathers are becoming stuck to other things and whatnot here. Okay, so we discussed, and can you see my spattering?
Oh, well done, Patricia.
I know, I'm pretty proud of that.
I'm very proud of you.
I didn't get a good spatter on every one of them. I kind of blobbed out on some of us, blobbed some black paint, start over.
Yeah.
It wasn't really something that, whatever. But here's the problem. Although they do look cool, there's just not a lot of contrast here. And I don't know how to incorporate them. I'm not feeling it. I don't feel like this. That just looks silly.
It makes it blob, like it just turns it into a blobby business.
I don't know that that's what I need to do. I got to get rid of this because I'm elbowing it and mussing it about. So here's what I thought. I thought go ahead and let's get some layers on this back side with the gel plate. And what I'm going to try here is contrast not only, this is all circular and rounded, right? Very organic. What I want to do here is I want to come in with something a little less organic and a little bit more geometric. And I don't know if that's going to take away from the whole thing with the feathers, but that's what I'm aiming for here.
Aiming.
Okay. Now I had
Oh, okay. So, FYI, this coming weekend, the UK, and yes, that you guys change your clocks. Thank goodness. It will all be, in sync in the world to the best of our abilities. Can the feathers be applied to the stick? Oh.
I think so. Yes. That would be a yes.
Perhaps.
And definitely thought about that also.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know that this is going to work because I would really like it to be everywhere.
Everywhere.
And this is, has the shapes down at the bottom, but I don't know. That might not be horrible. I could flip it over.
You got to know how to flip it and reverse it. These are Falling Angles by Miriam. Fairly new one. I think it was this month. Pretty sure. Miriam has some new stuff coming up, probably in April. Because we've already processed stuff.
It does really well, all except for these two right here.
May.
And that isolates them. I don't like that.
Oh, or like it hanging from a string situation off of the mask. That would be kind of fancy.
Yeah, I thought definitely that was part of the to be considered.
Yes, and if you want to get in on the mask making, it is via the prompt from Eddie. And you can get more note up about that over at Makers. That's the Makers and Mixed Media Art and Arts Facebook group.
Okay, I still have that, and I can still use it the same way with this.
100%.
No worries.
Once you purchase your stencils, you have the full support of PM Artist Studio to cut them up and do whatever you want with them. We encourage it. Bye, Paula. No worries.
Is she going to bed?
Yeah, it's late.
What time is it there?
Well, so I'm struggle with the adjusting of the who's it, what's it, because I think it's...
Is it even later than it was before?
Yes. Is that right?
Oop. Don't get too carried away with your cuts there.
Mm-hmm.
You can do some serious damage to the whole idea. All right. Okay. It doesn't have to be,
10 p.m.
matchy there.
Yeah, it's 10 p.m.
Yeah. All righty. Now let's see if we have a open. This may be a bit of a... Oh my gosh, look what we have here, ladies and gents, that we need to take care of.
Feather, feather.
Feather, feather. Green gold.
Well, she didn't even ask. That was
Well,
a
I thought it'd be
statement.
rude because I already made up my mind, but no, it was just...
Yeah, I appreciate that. Don't tease us. It's rude. We support your decision making. Don't make us feel like,
Yeah.
we had a say when we didn't. That's just rude.
Blowing the proverbial smoke.
Yes. It was a good call, though. I support this. I don't always support your decisions. I
know
lied
you
about
don't.
that.
I'm going with tissue paper because I may want to use this.
Hey. Oh, hey, cat. Yeah, I understand.
What is it?
She wishes that we sold PNGs of the stencils. The thing is that, so that would be like a licensing thing. And I don't know if people would want to necessarily pay that price.
For? What is pinging?
Pinging? PNG. It's a file format, like a JPEG or a...
Oh.
GIF or a GIF, depending on who you ask.
Yeah, I know those words, but it's kind of like mathematical concepts. That's about all I know.
It's
Heard the word
mathematics.
before. Well, obviously, I needed to have this done so that we could pull it, but I didn't, so we won't.
I'm having so many chuckly thoughts today. I like to, I don't know. It's kind of weird coming through the gel print. It's going to be, I don't know why is it so zingy.
It really is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I love it either. But I already have some ideas about what to do. Now, this is so weird because this has got some stuff on it. Some blue stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think I'm just going to call this, smooth it out for Izzy to pick off.
Mm-hmm.
There's not all that much. Hopefully there's some interesting color underneath there for her. Bless her little heart. All right, so.
Hey, and Emma, we have, it's double points right now. That's what I pinned up there at the top of chat. So
Okay.
That's one way to earn points and get discounts. Well, she's been playing with her friends like crazy here lately, which is great.
Yes.
Because, I mean, even though they all sort of drive us crazy because they just, I don't know. Makes me nervous having other people's kids around because then I feel like I'm responsible for things, but then I'm like, I guess they know where they're at.
Well, thank heaven, the one accident, and I told them the other day, I said, we're not going to have any running back and forth, and my bedroom is off limits.
Yeah.
You do not need to go in there. That's my space, and I choose not to have you there.
Yeah. You just don't know what they're up to.
This running and jumping on stuff. I said, if you want to do that stuff, you go outside. You can run and jump to your heart's content. But number one, you can hear it clear through the whole house.
Yeah.
As I think that they did not do a good job with the flooring here.
It is kind of weird in certain spots. Like, it really does feel like...
It's light.
Well, I hear this one.
Insulation between it. Mm-hmm. Even when, I mean, I don't try to walk like plodding. But...
She's not a light walker.
I'm not. I admit I'm not. All right.
Well, you know, I mean, Eddie's the king of the nerd. He just lives there.
All right, now we're going to do some heavy-duty pressing.
And Paula's the queen, so she's always there.
Well, she's in bed right now. Anybody wants to step up and take that position?
She's still here.
No, I think she went to bed.
No, she's still here. She just likes to announce that, like, if she kind of goes off radar, that she probably has fallen asleep.
But
she's still commenting.
I'll wrap this and keep you awake.
Yeah.
I'm pushing really hard because you realize that it's cardboard that we're trying to print here.
Well, you know, her little friend Kent broke his arm.
Yeah.
When they came over on her bed, because, you know, she has the little, like, kind of treehousey like one. And we still don't exactly know what was going on, but basically, I don't know if he was coming or going out of the ladder.
We don't know because there wasn't anybody there but him.
Yeah.
Everybody
because even, like, Izzy was coming up the stairs. Ooh, that looks cool. That is trippy, and I love it. Well done.
I know. Now, see, it was something that had to be mussed about with.
Mussed about with.
Mussed about. Now, I'm not entirely finished here. But we're going to...
Eddie says that they've been spring cleaning the nerd, and some of y'all must do better about picking up after yourselves.
God, ain't that the truth? Okay, that wouldn't be me. I'm always, crumb picker-upper from way back.
Well, Well, and luckily, like on her trampoline, well, actually, somebody poked a hole, and nobody's fessing up.
Well, why would they?
I know. Anyway, so there was a hole in the trampoline. Brad got a patch. It's been patched, but it has to sit for a couple days for the glue to fully set.
Ah. I wondered if there was such a thing.
Yeah.
You know, the thing about it is it seems like, wow, it's going to have to be really heavy duty.
He says it's the same material, and then he kind of went extra with the glue.
Well, let's hope it poked them in their bun when they do their jumping.
But it does have the, like, netting thing around it. So there's a little less likelihood of, you know, people hurting themselves.
All right. Here's another one. Has some stuff on it that I don't really think is probably going to matter. Another hill of beans. We're just going to go with it.
Maybe I'll just name the stream the Hill of Beans. Mixed media Hill Beans.
Because I think what I want here is I want to get this all into... It either has to be really, really dark or really, really light in order for the feathers to do their work. Because, let me just bring a feather over here and show you what I'm talking about.
There's a strike at the nerd. That's why everybody needs to pick up after themselves.
Okay, I don't know. I'm going to go with an odd choice gold. And I'm going to go with this lighter gold rather than the darker gold. Just because I'm thinking that's what's needed.
Okay, wait. What's happening?
I'm golding.
I'm
gilding.
The whole backside?
Yep.
I'm a little worried about that. I think it's going to kind of go greeny, but that's me. The color...
I don't know why that would be a problem.
What was the color that you used on the triangles?
Prussian.
Golden.
I think so. I will have to check.
Okay.
Sec here because this is not a lollygagging moment.
Yeah, he's a loud meower. Do you want to go? Here, I'll go open the door. Come on.
He's so cute when he tries. He was batting this Christmas bow around last night, and I really couldn't see it because he was over in the hallway area into the bedroom, and I couldn't really see what was going on. And I thought, oh my God, we've got another bunny up here. But it was just a Christmas bow. But he was doing all kinds of theatrical, leaping about and falling down, and you know, like cats do.
Ooh, okay. Cynthia posted a rough keeper over there at Makers. She's jelly printing.
Well, that's kind of underwhelming.
Yeah. I still like it, but...
Look at what we've got going on.
Oh, yeah.
Well, let's put something down and pull that. That might be what we need.
For what?
I mean, I love the edges, you know? In certain spots, but I don't like it everywhere.
Well, I mean, I could do it with the markers.
Of course you can, but I don't know that I want you working on that.
I understand that feeling. I do. This is a struggle at the PM Artist Studio. Sometimes the P and the M don't want to share.
Tis that. All right, we're going to go with some burnt sienna here because I don't have any more quinacridone out, and I have to dig through the drawer to find it. And this is might deny close to.
Oh, that's interesting, Lexi. Lexi, you might go over and try Cheap Joe's. I know that, you know, they are going out of business and everything. But that was actually one of the places when we very first started that I would, get you, Bo. So, may check there. Oh, goodness. Yeah. Yeah, and Izzy's is really cool because it even has like a cover thing for the summer, so it isn't like super blazing, like it has a shade thing. Which is also kind of cool because they like it whenever it rains, or like they can run the sprinkler on it and then it catches on the top and then they can jump and let it kind of rain down on them, which is, yeah, that's fun.
Well, that's kind of ho-hummy.
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 Like a pun. Oh, yes. Please verify the paint color.
When?
The Prussian. Which one was it? Was the golden Prussian.
Yeah. Prussian blue hue. Twas. All right. This straightened up here.
Oh, so Alice says that you could use some of the washi tape on the spots around the edges you don't like. Maybe on the mask. Oh, you could run even some of this because it kind of hits that same coloring. Like to break up the white areas. Is that kind of what you're talking about? Might be kind of cool. And very masquerade-y. Plus it adds texture. You want me to do it?
No.
She has to think about that.
I have to think about that.
She didn't say no.
I didn't say no because I am actively, you know, it's not like I'm pretending. I really am.
Yeah.
Thinking,
and I do have more of that, by the way. Like if you're worried. Oh yeah, see there's a bunch of it here. And what's kind of cool is we do have the stripy one. So there's a couple of different ones. So that might kind of be interesting. I don't know if you care about that. But see, show the folks at home that we have like a variety of these little ones with the Goldie business. So that way it wouldn't all be the same, and I think that would be interesting in itself.
True that.
Oh. Oh, hey, Mama Juju.
Okay. If I do these, I think that this is too early to.
Right, that's kind of that'll be the finish.
If I put them down and decide to do something else, I'm going to be covering that up, and that would just be wasted effort, I think. All right, so what I'm thinking here is.
What's your goal?
My goal is to get some different things going on here. And in order to facilitate that, I'm going to use some nickel azo.
Yes. That is very true, Alice. She says the nice thing about the washi tape is it is thin enough it can be applied in curves. And you've seen P kind of do that with some of her, you know, when she does it on the gel plate and rips the tape up.
Yeah, and we've got some of those, which I might get to that.
All right, well, you got 40 minutes. Hey, Ever After.
Okay, this is too yellow. I'm not concerned about that because I think I can come in with something else.
Ooh. Things are looking like extra bright in the screen today. I don't know why. Like the green, like when you used the green gold, it was very. nice. She likes it.
I like it. We're starting to get there.
Okay.
Starting to get there.
Just want y'all to know we're starting to get there.
We're getting there.
So this is such a bad thing. Like, so during the spring break, I got into a very bad habit of staying up late. And so now, like, this getting up at early in the morning and going to school. And then Izzy wants to walk to school tomorrow. I don't know if she remembers that or not, but I don't know if I'm full on ready for that, but.
She wants to walk by herself?
No, we walk with her. I'm not ready for that. Like, if it was a group of kids, I'd be totally fine, but her by herself, no.
Well, what about these people next door?
Perhaps.
Sometimes you just got to get rough with it. I think that's looking splendid. Much more interesting than this side.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do I need here? What do I need here?
Oh, good call.
What?
Ever after. Welcome to those of you that have come in. Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Give those thumbsy upsies if you haven't already. And if you're coming in at this time of the stream, that is totally cool. We'd love for you to come back and like watch the beginning and then, you know, leave the comments down below. 8 words-ish, 7 to 8 words. I'm pushing that because I just don't know and I'm curious. That's really what it comes down to. And then, you know, make sure you give those thumbsy upsies, do all that YouTubey business. If you're new to the channel, you know, check us out, hang out for a minute, and then subscribe. We do this 4 times a week. And sometimes it's Saturday scoots. And Izzy keeps getting mad at me. She's like, you don't say it right, Mom. It's scoots. Yeah. I'm like,
what does that mean?
I don't know. Yeah. Although I don't, she's
you know,
really been playing with her.
Certain amount of freedom in being old and, you know, out of the know. You don't have to
know these things.
Worry about those kind of things.
Oh, well, I don't think she even knows. I think it's just something she decided. Like, I don't think it is a thing.
You don't think it really is?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Supposedly, if I don't know. I heard this on another YouTube video the other day, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start throwing that out there and seeing if that makes a little bit of a difference. If folks leave a little bit longer commenting on the comments, and if you share this stream, very much appreciate it. That I do know makes a difference, big time. Share it over on the social media, you know, the other places.
And this is also an opportunity if you have any little white spots there that you need to just color in. You can rub some stuff on them. Okay, that's looking splendid. Look at that.
I am enjoying this. I think this is a great process to show because it's like, you know, just different painty layers. Building it up.
All right, now,
thank you, Juliet. I really appreciate that.
Kind of turquoise.
Hey, Deb.
I don't think you should do anything in life without a little bit of turquoisey business.
No worries. Oh, yeah, I like that. Oh. Kind of went a little greeny there, but.
Mariah acts like that's a bad thing.
Oh, no. You can go longer. I'll go longer, Sue. If you wanna write us a book, I'm all for it.
Oh,
but they're saying like at least 7 to 8. You're so sweet, Sue. I feel for you. She's probably stressing because she's like, I gotta get the 8 words. I love that.
I think this is coming along simply splendidly. All right, now.
Does P have something under the brayer off sheet? Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I mean, you can't tell much anymore, but
I'm so happy you left that though, because that was like that cat. Makes no chuckle.
And sometimes I hit it, and sometimes I don't hit it. Okay, I really didn't like that purple. I really like this other purple, but I think.
Oh, so how you get the little you know, little PM Artist Studio color blocky things? If you are a member, a Palsy Wowsy member, we have it set almost to the lowest amount that one can have to become a member on the channel. That's how you get that. And then if you continue over a certain amount of time, each month, I think it changes up to, like, if you've done it for a year, then you lock in like the gold one or something like that. I think. It's been a little bit since I looked at it. But that's like when we first started doing like different things with the shop, that was, we tried to kind of merge those, but it was way too hard to keep up with. So now it's like Palsy Wowsy is a channel member. There should be, like, if you click on the chat there's like a little $signy thing next to there, and that should, or the plus mark, I think, will show it. Maybe? Or there'll be a link in chat. There'll be a link in chat. There we go. The Nightbot. See where it says join our Palsy Wowsy? Click that, because it'll take you over there, and then you can sign up. And we very much appreciate that. That looks fabulous. I really feel like you should leave it alone.
Think so?
I do. Because you're really running the risk at this point.
Yeah, of losing the wonderfulness that I have. And look at this out here. This is looking really spectacular. Okay, I'm kind of thinking so too. It's kind of a little, it's a bit wet. So,
well, Carrie, that's because really what they want you to do is boost the post and pay for it.
What is it?
Like if you post, and it's really kind of super interesting on like pages. So like, you know, PM Artist Studio has a page, like it's a more business or just not a personal profile. But when you post on those, I just, I don't know what the reach really is, and they want you to boost those posts and pay for it. Because that's kind of part of the whole ad revenue business part of it. Because they feel like if you're a page and you're promoting something, then they're going to push it out more with a paid thing, yeah. It does work, actually, Eddie. It does work.
Okay, again, I think we've got the feathers. I don't know. Maybe I need to address the feathers.
Yes.
Rather than the mask.
I think so. At this point, I think the value is in that.
I like that they're kind of rustic.
Here's a thought that I'm having for you.
Okay, tell me.
I'm kind of wondering if you put down a fairly heavyish coat of like gold or something that is going to be opaque like, that is going to outline the feathers. Then you lay the feathers in it and then just kind of pick them up. And then that way, if there's it's because if it scooches out, you know, you need it to kind of, that's why I said you need to make sure it's kind of heavy. Because you're going to do it on the back side of the feathers. You really want them outlined. And to maybe push through some of the little areas.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So make it really soupy paint. Put them down.
And then lift them up. And then probably just, you know, flop them down on the one side so that way it dries, because it's going to be kind of heavy paint on the back side. But you want that paint to push out to the edges and through the little...
So that it really does kind of outline those,
Yeah. Yeah, we every once in a while do a push. And in fact, the other day we tried to do a push on the ad thing, and I don't know, there was weird stuff happening over there. So like the ad didn't even go through. And then we're like, well, never mind.
Okay.
Or outline it in a gold marker. But that
right.
takes some time. This was kind of the like get her done kind of option.
All right. So here's my thought about that.
That she did the gold spatters on them.
I did the gold spatter on it, but it's just too subtle.
Yeah.
It really honestly is. And really what I'm thinking this needs at this point is it needs some...
Oh, that's good to know, Juliet. Juliet says if you want more people to see your Facebook pages posts, then post a couple of times a day. It boosts the algorithm and more people see the page.
Really?
There we go. There's always little tricks and things to all of that. It takes a lot.
This is what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Just paint it.
Okay.
We don't like it, we can paint it black and start over again.
Totally.
But anyway, that's what I'm going to do here.
I'm sure we could probably come up with some things, but again, it's just the extra work of all that. Like, or you could repost old content too. I know I see that happen quite a bit, which is totally makes sense. I mean, yeah, I like that a little bit, that approach better. Less full coverage, more, yeah. There you go. That's better.
Well, I think that looks absolutely stunning. Now let me just...
Well, remember, these are actually Yupo. So, heat embossing would not necessarily be an option. I don't love that together.
I love it.
Okay.
I love it.
Why don't you try the green hue? Hey, Sue. Welcome to Powsy Wowsy.
This is blue pearl.
Mm-hmm.
I've got 2 blue pearls. Why do I have 2 blue? What happened to my green?
See? And look at the thing down there.
I've lost the green.
She done lost it. There's blue, lilac. Okay, here. I think you have a bigger one up. No, that's silver. You didn't put it back in the right spot. I know you got a green one. Didn't you say you used a lot of it? Yeah. Here.
Maybe I hid it so that I wouldn't use it so much.
She's hiding it from herself.
All right. I have to double wash my brush because I have it in black water over here.
And so you may want to go out and then come back in, like refresh the page or whatever, because sometimes like you don't have access to it or it doesn't show up right away. Oh, nice. See, I like the green better. I think it's going to be.
I kind of like the purple. I was thinking about making the mask get more yellow so that...
Oh.
I don't think I like the green, and I really do like green.
Yeah, that's sort of surprising. I'm very excited about that day. I wish they would, you know, move a little faster with the whole thing.
Faster with what?
YouTube creating the community part of like posting and doing all of that business. I've noticed some channels do have access to more community based type things. I don't know that it's full on accessible for everybody. Again, I don't spend a ton of time on it, so I don't really know that to be 100% true. But I do think that a lot of people like the ability of just posting their art into a group versus it sort of being like everywhere. So, you know, fingers crossed they sort of do a feature like that. Sherry says, leave a few of the feathers untouched for contrast.
Good idea.
Bye, Dawn. Thanks for hanging. You should definitely start posting more, Eddie. Mm-hmm. So, I don't... Yeah. Yeah, I finally kind of gave up on Instagram. Like, I love that y'all that do post over there have started like Eddie does it, Sophia does it. I think Rhonda has, yeah, and Rhonda have hooked me in, and so their stuff shows up on our PMR Studio Instagram. I like that. Appreciate it. Oh, there you go. I kind of like, yeah. That's better. I don't think they're that. Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
All right, now on these ones here.
Oh, Becky's done it too. Okay, wonderful. And you know what's kind of irritating? Please don't ever think that if I don't accept it, mainly because I have to do it from my phone. It doesn't allow me to accept it when I'm on my desktop, which is where I'm at a majority of the time. And then sometimes I forget to go look.
What is it?
On Instagram, it's kind of cool because you can do this collaborate. Well, so Eddie, Becky, I don't know if Darcy's done it. Is Darcy still here? She should hook me in because I think she does stuff over there. I just didn't know if she knew about that. But Sophia does it, and yeah, and Rhonda. But they can say they collaborate with a post, and so it shows up on their Instagram, and then it shows up on our like feed.
Oh.
So there's a collaborating kind of thing, and I think I posted in our designer group because that's really the only people that I'm going to share. I should make that clear since we're talking kind of out in public here. Love and adore y'all, but I can only like keep up with so much, and I'm barely doing that. And I think it's a fair thing to say that like our designers, we will share on PM Artist Studio. Yeah, and I do that too. That's usually what happens with any of our posts that do end up in other places. Like I have it go from like the PM Artist Studio Facebook page to Instagram or vice versa.
Okay. Now I'm liking these a whole lot better. Obviously they're puddling up. They're really wet.
They're gonna need a minute.
They're gonna need a minute, some more than others, but I like that effect, and I'm not gonna wipe that off because I want that to stay. It's kind of like a watercolor.
It kind of looks galaxy-like. You know when you see the galaxy photos?
Oh, well, that would be one of the
galactical.
Okay.
Celestial.
That's all right. I'll just smear that what's there around. And
yeah.
There we go. 2 birds with 1 stone. Now, I like this purpley blue better than I did the green because I think what I'm going to do here is I am going to come in and do the actual painting technique onto the plate kind of thing.
Okay, you got 29, yeah.
Oh dear, I have some other things I want to show you. So
19 minutes, sorry.
Yeah, we're going to get
That's
to that. All right, this is clear and it's shiny. And again, I don't know that this is what I want, but I won't know until I try it. And I've got an extremely dirty brush here, so that's going to help matter some.
So why are you adding more yellow?
Because I want the purple to come through. I mean, I want the contrast to be there for the purple.
You need to glue that down.
I think I did with my paint, but I don't know for sure. Okay.
Sorry, I didn't realize that was...
Well, if it's acrylic paint, it's sticky.
Right. And Deb said that was quite the collection of patinas you had on them, their feathers. That's the dog. He's fine. He's just old. I just thought that was...
He's yakking, but he's fine. He's fine.
It's fine. No. I don't know. I'm trying to trust your process here. I might have to go wash your brushes.
I only have the one I'm using. It's just not. It's not the time. It's just not the time, Mariah. It's not the time. Okay. I just want to bring over a.
Oh, all right.
I think that looks pretty spectacular. Okay.
Oh, awesome. Thank you, Deb. Oh, that kind of blurped out there.
Kind of did.
I don't know. It's kind of stressing me out with this. You keep talking purple, and I've yet to see any purple.
No, it's on the purple are the
feathers.
Feathers.
So what are you trying to do with this yellow
I'm just
business?
trying to get more of a contrast between the feathers and the...
Oh, okay. That makes more sense. Sorry, I just didn't, I needed more information.
I mean, I'm still, I feel like I'm still building layers here, but I'm just kind of lightening up a little bit, and I just keep bringing back things.
Irving or Irvine? It's a little ways away.
What are you talking about?
Becky's husband's going to be in the area. Yeah, if it's Irving, that is closer to us. I don't even know if there's an Irvine, Texas. Maybe there is. But Irving is close-ish.
Irvine is in California.
Yeah, well, I think there's other Irvines. Could be in Irvine, Texas. Texas is big.
Well, that's interesting. With that came through the hole.
That's what I was saying about, like, whenever I was talking about what I wanted you to do.
Yeah? I think I'm going to have to come back and add some more. See how that over the top of that? Now, this one isn't shiny at all. I might just have to come over this with some...
No, did you flip it over?
No, that's just the right side.
Oh, okay.
But see, that's showing up more on the areas of the mask.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, that was really wet.
Well, here's Dallas. 30 minutes is far.
Oh, yikes.
Because usually, even though it's 30 miles, it'll take you longer than that because of traffic and who's it, what's it.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. When's he going to be here? Carrie says, just an idea. Point a color through a stencil onto the sections of a couple of the feathers for contrast. Oh.
I'll say that again.
So use something that kind of probably has some, so for instance, use like the room blocks or something like that, and then just dab some things through it so there's more contrast on the feathers. Like it breaks up the, because I think that's kind of what you're running into, is either you need something to outline them, or because otherwise they're like camouflaged. They're beautiful, but
yeah,
they're camouflaged. I mean, she couldn't have done a better job about making these like, see me? Oh.
Well, I really like the scariness of this side. I think that this is it's a much more serious.
Nothing's, and here's the thing. You don't have to use the feathers.
I don't have
Here's another little thought. You could use the feathers and do your pointing and just give little outlines on.
Love that, Mariah. I just love that.
And you can do it on the black side.
Especially like this one where there's lots of open space. And see, that one almost conforms to that.
Yeah, space.
Shape there. Okay, I love that. But we're going to have to this is just really, I'm afraid right now, because I've put so much on here.
Yeah,
I've got some lifting occurring here. I need to re-glue some areas. That's what happens when you use too much water. And, and remember, this has been Jessup. I'm really happy that I did that, because otherwise it would be a soggy mess of, okay, I have to lay that down like that. And just, not rushing, don't have to, doesn't have to be done. I've got some other things to do here.
P has a stick for hers. She was a little stashed with the whole stick situation.
Well, you can't share a stick. You either get the stick or you don't get the stick, and you don't get the stick. I had the stick. Ownership is 9/10 of the law.
She wasn't going to share her stick.
I'm not sharing my stick. It isn't long enough.
And she didn't have more stick.
Well, I have more sticks.
Probably.
They're not.
You need the right stick.
Yeah, they're not long sticks. They're short sticks. Size matters. All right, let's pull some dadgum prints here.
Yeah, you got 10 minutes.
Check this out. Look at this bubble out in the middle.
Whoa, that's going to be something.
Let's see what happens on that. Oh, this is one of those really super sticky places. Well, I love that edge there. That's making me very happy.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm going to use a chopstick for mine. I need to think about that. And, oh, yeah. See, big old runner.
Well, that irks me to no end.
Well, if you can get it up, you can glue it down. Did y'all get that? If you get it up, you can glue it down.
Well, this is one of those super sticky plates that I don't know if I don't know what to do to it to make it not so sticky. You know, usually you're worried about them not being sticky enough.
Mm-hmm.
This one's just like, whoa, baby. Well, that was due to some error on my part because I obviously did not.
Yeah, you just kind of put it down and didn't give it a good, like, barren rubbing on the back.
That's kind of an interesting shape, but aren't these all wonderful?
Now, if you want to
businesses.
Yeah, and if you want to see that, you have to go back to last Sunday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Thinking about
We'll
that.
just leave that on there and pull it at some other day.
No, you have to go back to Thursday, I think, that business started, and then you put down the paper on Sunday.
Now, we just did this.
Mm-hmm.
We did this Sunday. Because this is Tuesday, right?
Deb says, well, that plate's being consistent. Yeah, sometimes you got to get up to get down.
I feel when I get in and out of a Porsche.
She's not getting in and out of Porsches.
Well, I've only...
John.
But I've got in and out multiple times during the...
Yeah, it's been a while.
Trip. Yeah,
it's been a while.
It's been a while. And God knows I wouldn't want to do that now. I think that looks really, really cool. But now I'm going to pull this other one, which... Remember, this is the whole leaf business here. Then this was the leftover.
Mm-hmm. And that one turned out super fab.
Look at that.
So I think a lot of these started out on Thursday.
Yes, they did.
Then she put down the pull color and the paper on Sunday.
All right, now the reason I did this, my vision here, was to go ahead and cut this out and put this inside of the frame there.
Oh,
I don't know that it needs it.
No.
And remember, this was some of that micaceous
Me.
that I've added product to because it was I was losing it. But look at that, it's so cool.
Mm-hmm. It's almost better. Because, like, the micaceous just straight from the bottle as it was a little too much a lot of time. And it was hard to gauge. Lexi would like to see some. Oh, by the way, Lexi, your book is amazing. And thank you for even, you know, how you said that well, Peace, mainly her kind of, you know, how we did the book inspired her on how to construct it.
Oh,
and that was just an honor to be mentioned in the build of that book because it is beautiful.
Well, I think those are wonderful.
Oh, are you heading out? Okay, bye, Sherry. Oh, or is great. Okay, who's heading out?
All right, now remember we did this one. This was with the I don't know how many layers this is. I think at least 3.
Mm-hmm.
This is another one of those really sticky plates. There's some gobble.
Oh, the wavy top book. Okay. Aw.
What is it?
The wavy top book that we just, or that I did. The one with your print, though. This one. This one. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
But hers has, like, cutouts in it, and it stacks, and it's the whole, like, you get to see the scene. It's really well done.
Okay, we've got some interesting edgy business here, which I always like that.
Yes. If it's real good, you just glue it down.
If it's real good, you just glue it down. Look at that. I think that's wonderful. Now, I am going to go ahead and pull all.
Oh, it's over on Facebook.
Yeah.
In Makers.
I think that's some spectacular pink there. I almost glows in the dark. Where do you go? Here's his friend.
Here's his friend.
Now, these are what we've been using, well, sometimes on the
Postcards.
card of the day.
Yeah. The card of the day.
Card of the day.
It's like the catch of the day.
Could put a fish out there.
You could put totally. Yes, remember we have the fish from the Furry Face Friends? Even though it's the one fish with the furry face, because that's funny. And it's a fish. And they're all F's.
Well, you'll have to find that for me.
Yeah.
Because I think that would benefit from
I really wanted to say something else.
I don't say those kind of things. So. Oh, now somebody actually mentioned this.
Yes, that thing was Deb. Yes. Oh, bye, Lizzie Jean. Thanks for hanging. We'll see you on Thursday.
I think that's pretty.
That's pretty bueno.
Pretty bueno.
I love the lime green and pink together.
I do too.
That's good stuff. What else you got for us? Is that it?
No,
you got
I've got
2 more minutes.
How much?
2 minutes.
2 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
Well, here, I want to show you what I did on this one.
Yes.
This was one of my, remember I ran out of things to mix paint on, so I had to use a big one.
Oh.
So what I did was I just taped it off
To that.
with crap tape.
Yeah. Look at that paint. Oh, it could be the nerd flag.
See this little,
Yeah. Little runner.
I don't know whether to pull it up or glue it down.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I don't know that that's anything to write home about, but it was an experiment that worked relatively
Yeah.
well, you know.
Something.
Something. So, if you just have your big plates, you can tape them off. And
There you go. One more use for that washi crap tape.
yep, there you go. Especially if you've got some in colors that you just soon. Not really.
I highly recommend buying like the mixed.
Now, I did this because I really wanted
Washi
this
tape.
stripe of stuff
You want
to work with here. Oh, hallelujah. It is. It's coming up. You know, there's no guarantees that you're going to get what you want.
Don't
No,
always
no
get
guarantees.
what you want. But you get what you need.
That's right.
Leaving the washing tape on the plate hurts nothing. That is correct.
Absolutely nothing. Okay.
Because it's basically like, you know.
Oops. No.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is like, I'm glad this is this is the last one
That's a good one to end on.
Because this is a really swell, elegant print. And of course, it's on one
And
of these.
all these ones that have the circles on them, that's Carrie's latest stamp. Inspired by the washi tape circle thingies. Y'all asked. He asked. And we, made it happen. That's how we do it over in Piltmar Studio. said it looked like French fries and bananas had babies on that last.
And they just went. That was the sound they made as they were multiplying.
That's lovely. That's a good one to end on. Thank you guys for hanging out. We'll be back here on Thursday. We do this 4 times a week. Thursday is Thursday Thoughts. We will thought, we will art, and hopefully inspire, and at the very least, have a few giggles. That's usually the plan. Anyway, love ya.
Like a long haul.
Bye, guys.